Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Mindful Moment. I'm Dr. Angie Anderson, and I'm so excited that you are joining me. If you are joining me live, please make sure you like and let me know you're out there. I love it when you comment and tell me you're out there because it inspires me to continue on with ease and grace. So if you have not been following along with me each and every week, please make sure you go back and check out the previous Monday Mindful Moments. You can go back and look at our Facebook videos, and you can also go to our website at www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. We are putting them on there so that you can continue to follow along even when you miss us on a Monday. So we have, if you've been joining along with me, going through this handy dandy, fabulous, wonderful book called 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owen. I love, love, love this book. And we are moving along because we are actually we're halfway through almost. We are on chapter 14. And so that means if you're just joining us, you have missed 13 previous chapters. And what I do is tend to go along and look at the aha moments and my takeaways. And this chapter I tend to use a lot in my couples and families sessions as we talk a little bit about communication styles. So part of the training that I do with my families and couples is to teach them to participate in active listening. And so I share this chapter a lot of times because I think it's very nice and effective and real, raw way to tell people to shut up and listen. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Shut up and listen. And it's not a very long chapter, and as I was reviewing to prepare for you all today, I noticed that I pretty much underlined the entire chapter. So what I think I'm going to do is read the whole chapter, so hang tight with me. It's not very long, so don't worry. I'm not going to bore you because this is a good one, and this is a great practice to bring some mindfulness into your life, to practice listening to others when they're speaking. All right, so Andrea Owen, these are her words, and I'm going to read them as if I were reading this chapter for the very first time. So, shut up and listen. I think I just heard you say, what? Human brains are entirely too smart. Now, I'm not accusing you of being the type of person who is never really listening to the person you're having a conversation with. And if you are, this may be the reason all your friends have given you the heave-ho. This is merely a reminder that fundamentally we all want one very big, important thing from people: to be seen and heard. I am familiar with this situation because I used to be the queen of arguments. Not only that, but when I was arguing, I would barely hear what the other person was saying. I was so busy wanting to be right, wanting to win, wanting to say the most witty, sarcastic rebuttal that I had little time to listen and hear what the other person was saying. And I think there might be one or two other people out there like me. You think so? Given that, let's all shoot for effective and healthy communication. And that starts with really listening. I'm not trying to be an asshole here and patronize you by any means. We live in a fast-paced culture where everything is a race. But human connection, communication, and conversation should not be one of them. Over the years, I've learned if you really truly want to show that you care about someone and you really do give a crap about the words that are coming out of his or her mouth, give your undivided attention and listen. And for bonus points, pause before you reply. Listening shows that you have respect for the other person, you have respect for each other, and are showing up in the relationship. Think of what you're missing by not really truly listening to the people you love and care about. Here are some steps to follow. And this mirrors a lot of what I give my clients when I'm teaching the active listening. Number 1, the next time you're having a conversation, when you notice your own mind wandering off into space or to the grocery store or Tahiti or wherever, just come back. 2, if you're in a disagreement, you probably start to rehearse your rebuttal as the other person is talking or shouting. Stop doing that. Stop and really listen to the other person, even if you think what they're saying is the stupidest thing you have ever heard. Instead, take a second or two to replay in your mind what they just said. Or if you weren't listening, ask them to repeat it. Again, even if you think it's the stupidest thing you have ever heard. I know it's difficult, but practice it. Number 3, next, practice reflective listening. It goes like this. Someone tells you something. It could be a problem, an issue, anything. When he is finished speaking, you tell him what you heard. Don't repeat it word for word because that will just piss him off. But tell him in your own words what you heard. It might start with, "This is what I'm hearing you say. You're frustrated with me because you feel that I blah, blah, blah." If you're not listening effectively with meaning to the other person, then your arguments are just words flying around in the air. And we all know that we don't need any more pollution. Being a good listener is a great way to show you care and love someone. And everyone wants that, right? One final communication tip. Come out and ask the person what it is that he really wants. Many of us have the same arguments time and time again, and we don't even know what we want. We keep arguing because we're not really asking for what we want. So we never get it. We're arguing around the issue. Next time, ask yourself what it is you really want and try to articulate it. When I have disagreements with my husband, sometimes I find myself blaming and trying to prove my point, when what I really want from him is to help me with something, or I just need a hug. But trying to be right sends me off course, and I never ask for what I want. So in summary, pause and truly listen before you decide what to say next. Reflect back what you just heard in your own words. Clearly and respectfully ask for what you want. And don't forget to keep being your kick-ass self. I love this chapter because it's so true. How many times are we arguing with somebody or having a conversation with somebody and we're not really listening to what they're saying? We're just trying to come up with, how am I going to respond to that? Well, how can I say that? I'm not feeling heard. Well, if you're not feeling heard, are you being a good listener? So that's your Monday mindful moment for this week. I would encourage you highly to practice the pause. I teach that aspect to my clients as well. If you want to respond, practice the pause and ask yourself, is what I'm saying or what I'm doing bringing me closer or further away from this person? Do I want to have close relationships or do I want to be further away from this person? So for me, I try to practice the pause with the acronym THINK. Is it truth? Am I communicating truth? Am I really paying attention to what I'm hearing and listening for the truth in it? Is it helpful? Is this bringing me closer or further away from the person that I want to have a relationship with? Is this inspirational? Am I building the other person up? Or am I breaking them down? Am I building myself up or am I being a turd? Ask yourself that one. Is it being necessary? Is this necessary for me to have this conversation? Do I really want to respond to that post that I completely disagree with? Are you? Is that necessary? Because if you have an opinion about something, by all means, that's what you have your own social media platform for. Communicate your own opinion on your own page. And if you disagree, what's your motive? Am I trying to really have a conversation here, or am I trying to tell the other person, you're stupid? Don't do that. Not necessary. And then lastly, am I being kind? Am I being nice in my approach? Am I being approachable? Or am I being a turd? Or sometimes I like to say, am I being a dick? Nobody likes a dick, so don't be that way. So practice the pause. Make sure you are practicing the think. If you can say yes to truth, helpful, inspirational, necessary, and kind, carry on. Do what you said you were going to do, or say what you wanted to say. If you say no to any one of those, make sure you rethink it and try to approach it in a different way, okay? So there's your Monday mindful moment. Shut up and listen and practice the pause, all right? Take care, everybody. If you want to join us for our podcast, Serenity Wellness and More, make sure you can also go over to our website and check that out. We are on www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. All these Monday Mindful Moments are there. All our podcast episodes that come out each and every Wednesday are there. And I have some yoga sessions and some meditations if you're interested in checking those out as well. You can also head on over to Instagram at Dr. Angie Anderson. I would love for you to follow me there. I try to put on a couple of inspirational quotes each and every day. So I would love for your support on that platform. And you can also go and check us out on YouTube, Dr. Angie Anderson. So all of the podcasts and everything is there. So I would just encourage you to go over to our website, www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. Hope everyone's staying healthy. Hope everybody's staying well. And as always, namaste.